Max, thank you, sir. And for our focus at 4 today, we're going to start by talking about the campaign 2016. Republican presidential candidates are still very upset with the way they say they were treated by some of the CNBC moderators from the debate last Wednesday. They say it was unfair, and they want some changes made.
They started talking about it during the debate, and they are still talking about it. They want to do something about these so-called gotcha questions that they got from the moderators. Craig Boswell has more.
Republican presidential hopefuls say they don't want to see another debate like the one CNBC conducted last week.
I think there's general agreement that the last debate was a farce and that something needs to be done about it.
Sunday night, aides for nearly every campaign gathered in an Alexandria, Virginia hotel to seize more control of the debates.
We're going to take a greater role in negotiating with the networks on format.
The campaigns will now deal directly with TV broadcasters to negotiate formats. The Republican National Committee will still handle the logistics. Each candidate will get a minimum 30-second opening and closing statement. And there will be an equal number of questions for each candidate, not an equal amount of time.
Campaigns have been able, should be able to get information about the details of the debate far sooner than they have so far this cycle.
Negotiating with 15 different campaigns can be tough, and not everyone's going to agree.
No committee gets to make a decision. Let the chairman of the RNC negotiate with the networks on this behalf.
But as Ben Carson's manager points out, not all campaigns are created equal.
A couple of us are the ones that are generating the ratings for these debates. So if we don't come, that's a big bargaining chip.
Carson, who is now leading in the latest CBS News national poll, announced he raised $10 million last month. Craig Boswell, CBS News, Washington.
Only Carly Fiorina's campaign was not represented at that Sunday night meeting. By the way, I saw something interesting on the morning shows this morning. They said if you look at the poll numbers, you see Ben Carson and Donald Trump still high in the polls. They said it's still too soon to really put any value on those polls, because if you look back 4 years ago at this time, same day 4 years ago, it was Rudy Giuliani and Hillary Clinton were at the top of the polls. Barack Obama was still pretty far back.
Still far back.
So they're saying
these polls, we like to talk about them a lot, and they mean a lot to the campaigns, but
still so much
maybe
can change.
not so much.
Still so much
on
can change,
Election
and
Day.
that's why they're making such a big deal out of it.
Absolutely. On a local campaign note, tomorrow is Election Day here in the Brazos Valley. Polls open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And coming up on First News at 4, we have Mary Lynn Strata from the city of Bryan to talk about what you need to know for Election Day, because there are a few things that you'll want to know before you head out to the polls.
Very true. Hey, talking about Bluebell now, we have had it back in our store shelves here in the Brazos Valley, most of us. But for our friends in, I believe, Milam County, Robertson County, and
Leon County.
They got it back today.
It's coming back. Deliveries also in the Waco area, North Texas, and Oklahoma. This is the second phase of Bluebell's re-entry into the market.
Absolutely. The Broken Arrow plant in Oklahoma, that plant closed while the company was addressing some of the contamination issues. And so they're certainly back and ready to be.
Absolutely. They're
scooping
back
ice
up and
cream.
running for 6 weeks, that Broken Arrow plant. Of course, this was after everything was shut down back in April after the listeria scare and those 3 deaths that were linked to Bluebell ice cream. So right now only 5 flavors are available while distribution gets going, but those flavors, those wonderful, unique Bluebell flavors that we love, we're expected to get those back in time. But for now, you can get your vanilla, your chocolate, your cookies and cream.
I think the only county in our KBTX viewing area that does not have Bluebell back in stores is Houston County, I think.
Okay.
If you draw a line, and I think it goes from Houston all the way up kind of to the northwest of that, but Houston on east, talking about Beaumont, Jefferson County, Nacogdoches, they still don't have it. Houston County still doesn't have it. So
Still doesn't
not
have
everybody.
it. So
not everybody has
but
it
you
back
know
there.
what? I bet those folks are willing to make the drive. There is still no timeline on when the next phase will begin. Bluebell is saying that whenever it knows for sure that it can service customers with an adequate supply, that's when they'll put more out there. So they're playing it slow and maybe smart.
That is true. Hey, a controversial photo on Facebook has a lot of Aggies fired up.
Oh yeah, you have likely seen this on social media by now. It was posted by a Longhorn supporter and is being touted as disrespectful by many, just disrespectful.
The woman in the photo, and we have blocked out her name, but the woman in the photo is standing on the Memorial Student Center grass, and she's flashing the "Hook 'em" sign with her hands. The Memorial Student Center is a living memorial where it is well known that out of respect, visitors do not step on the grass around it. The photo has been removed, I'm assuming by her, and she's actually deactivated her Facebook account because so many people have gone after her and said, you have taken this too far. Should note, she's not a student
Right.
at University of Texas.
Just a
but
fan.
She's a supporter. I think her dad went to the University of Texas. But after that photo started surfacing on social media over the weekend, she and her, where she's employed, they've gotten an earful.
An earful. Oh, it has.
And I'm putting that very nicely, an earful.
Yes, yes. The comments that we have seen on Facebook have been,
I've seen threats.
yes,
Death threats.
yes.
Calling her vicious names. And an interesting, I think this branches out into something else that's very interesting. When somebody does something like that, which is stupid, what she did was stupid.
Oh.
But when you do that, I've seen people go after the Facebook page and they go after her place of employment. So it's an interesting look at, when somebody does something wrong and they put it on social media, how far do you take that and then go after where they work, their place of employment? How does that, what she did there, affect where she works?
What does that have to do with that? And,
Yeah.
and this isn't the first time we've seen this, of course. Kristen Lindsay and the tiger, the cat photo with the bow and arrow, the dentist who shot Cecil the Lion. We've seen that over and over and over again, how we're going to the place that they work. So anyway, interesting. We've reached out to her for comment and to Texas A&M for comment, but we haven't heard back from either of them.
Certainly keep you posted on that. A California man is facing assault and public intoxication charges after he was caught on tape striking an Uber driver.
Yeah, so the driver picked up the passenger Friday in Newport Beach for a trip, but they never quite made it to that final destination. Maria Villarreal is in Los Angeles with the driver who says he's been a target before.
Dude, you gotta give me directions.
Why do I have to give you directions?
Because
my address in the phone.
No, you didn't. You refused to.
The Uber passenger becomes belligerent. Then the video seems to show him falling over in the back seat.
You're too drunk to give me directions, man.
No, I'm
Nope,
not sure.
I'm kicking you out.
I'm giving you the directions right now.
Nope, that's it. The next thing I know, I've just got, fists flying at my face and, I reach for the pepper spray.
The man swears and pummels Caban, yanking his hair. A law enforcement official told our Los Angeles station, KCBS, that the passenger, 32-year-old Benjamin Golden, is a senior marketing manager for Taco Bell.
The only way that I felt I was going to get him to stop beating me was to incapacitate him, was to use some kind of self-defense. I don't believe he would have stopped.
When riders sign up for the service, they agree to a code of conduct. There's also a rating system for riders, but that's not enough to make some drivers feel safe. Caban says he's done with Uber for now.
I don't feel safe driving for Uber anymore.
Benjamin Golden is out of jail and now facing charges of assault on a cab driver and public intoxication as well. Mireya Villarreal, CBS News, Los Angeles.
How interesting, because I feel like so often since Uber and Lyft have come around, we've heard these stories about the drivers assaulting their passengers in whatever way. So to see this flipped.
Oh, you've got to, and you think here in Bryan and College Station, I use Uber a lot.
Oh, all the time.
And you always hear them, tell stories about how they pick up passengers from the Northgate area who were intoxicated.
Right.
And it can be a challenge sometimes. But for most of them, they make great money. Uber's, I think, a great service. Good thing he had that pepper spray on him and
Absolutely.
was able to spray him away.
Used it.
All right. Hey, we're going to have much more coming up after the break, including another look at the forecast. We'll be right back.
You're watching First News at 4.